Hello, everybody. Welcome to my beautiful channel. I honestly sometimes don't even know what to say as my intros, but I feel like I should keep it consistent. But today, forget that. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, that's dope. Welcome. If you are old, that's dope too. Welcome back. Hope you guys have been being unapologetically yourself this week or today, your whole existence. I hope you're rocking yourself, being your divine light that you've been brought here to be. But today I am basically going to be touching on a few misconceptions about introverts, meaning there's a lot of things, a lot of negative stigma behind being an introvert. For one, we get a lot of times introverts are said to be like these quiet, boring people that don't have shit going on with their life. They're not the life of the party a lot of times. But I frankly call bullshit on that. Being an introvert, I've always experienced that people want to be around me all the fucking time. And it's kind of like my video that I've touched on, ways introverts seduce by accident. It's something about introverts' mysterious nature that makes them very, very attractive. It makes people want to be their friend. And not every introvert is the same, meaning there's different types of extroversion. There's a spectrum of introversion and extroversion, and a lot of times people fall in different categories of that spectrum. So in instance, you might meet an extrovert that's more extroverted than the last introvert you met, who may have been a little bit more quieter than you liked. It doesn't mean that every introvert is boring. It doesn't even mean that the fact that we equate quiet with boring is crazy to me, because in reality, human beings need solitude. We need space to think. Our biggest innovators are introverts. Albert Einstein, like I always say, Plato, Shakespeare, all these people had some form of introversion. The greatest minds had some form of introversion because they had time to sit down and think and actually work on what they designed. So introverts play a huge role in our world, in our society. And so to act like introverts aren't shit or to belittle them is bullshit. I feel like introverts are supposed to own their nature because, like I said, everyone comes to this planet and we have a part to play. And introverts, again, are a big deal to our collective. We won't have half the masterpieces we have in museums. We wouldn't have all these inventions that come out of nowhere or have been worked on for centuries if we did not have introverts. The fact that we don't have to be around people all the time gives us space to think, to create, to expand, to grow. So we're always researching, we're always being introspective, we're always learning, becoming smarter. These are some of the smartest people you may know. It's not to say that extroverts aren't smart, that's not what I'm saying at all, but this is just to touch on a lot of key positives of being an introvert, because we don't get to see these sides. In dating, a lot of people act like it is not ideal to date introverts too, because you always have a mate that stays at home or just doesn't want to go out. They might not be fun. Introverts are fun in their own way. When you're one-on-one with them, you get their undivided attention. I feel like a lot of people who don't give introverts a chance in a relationship, they're missing out on a lot of loyalty, a lot of good conversation, a lot of things that people don't even realize they're lacking until they're in an introvert's presence. Meaning, you may be dating an introvert now and you let that person go, and you may realize, well, I like the way that this person used to actually listen to me or reciprocate what I was talking about, or just you can have a good time with the introvert. It's just going to be on a different level. It's going to be one-on-one. Doesn't mean you can't do things that you like. Go on a date and go-kart or mini golf or even read together. Your dates might be slightly different, but that doesn't mean all introverts are the same too. Introverts like to be taken out of their comfort zone by extroverts. So that's why extroverts and introverts make a good couple, even as friends. Introverts and extroverts make a good team. You just have to pick introvert or extrovert you like. That's all what it's about, because people are people. But what is something else, some misconceptions about introverts? Yeah, it's mostly that we are not fun. But I beg to differ. It all depends on what fun means to the individual. In a lot of sense, though, fun is different to introverts, meaning they rather go to museums or read books or like to sit in nature, be more quiet. But in a way, this can be fun too. This can give you a change of pace of things. But if you're not into that kind of thing, maybe you should just educate yourself more in introversion before you get yourself into situations like that. But again, this is to prove highlight the positives of introverts. What else is the misconception? Introverts aren't slow, or they're not like, they're human beings like anyone else. It's nothing defective about them. They're human like everyone else. They're just a different type of human being. They go more inward. They get energy from spending time alone, as extroverts get energy being around people. And honestly, we have to come to an understanding of both sides in order to enjoy both aspects of life, kind of like just enjoying duality instead of just like pushing them away because you don't understand them. And honestly, if you reject introvert friendships, relationships, lovers, you could be missing out on a great deal of things, of new experiences, all of these things. It's best to broaden your horizons and teach yourself about introversion, even being an introvert yourself, so that you can own it. And even if you date an introvert, it's really good to dig deep in a lot of research so you know how to interact with your lover or your loved ones or your friends, so you can get a better relationship out of the situation, learn how to handle it and maneuver it better. So that always makes a relationship better, is to just learn as much as you can about the person. And introversion can have a great deal of understanding a person as a whole. So yeah, that's my little rant of misconceptions of introversion. We like to meet people. We like to do things like everybody else. We like to go out. All of these things. That is a misconception too. Not every introvert is the same. Not every introvert is the same. We do like to meet people, just not on a large scale all the time. We do like to go out. It may not just be every night. It might not be in a crowded area. It may be something more intimate. So yeah. All right, you guys. But until then, have a good day, you guys. Until you have any more questions, share, like, subscribe if you're fucking with me today. Be dope, be unapologetically. Peace.